Chapter 4.2, Exponents. So today we're going to be talking about exponents, what they are, and how they work. So your vocab for today is exponent, base, power, and order of operations. All of these can be found on pages 162 and 163. Okay? The order of operations, you are actually going to be copying down or looking at the key concept box on page 163. So when you're done with that, come back and we will go over example number 1. Okay, example 1. Write 3 times 3 times 3 using an exponent. Then name the base and the exponent. So 3 times 3 times 3. My base is 3. It is the number that I'm going to multiply together. It is the factor, using proper terminology, that I'm going to multiply. There are 3 of them, so my exponent is also 3. It's how many 3's I'm multiplying together. So, writing it using an exponent is 3 to the third. Now it is very important that your exponent is small and it is raised up here in the corner so that it does not look like this. This looks like a very sloppy 33, not 3 to the third power. This is a no-no. You want your exponents to look like this, okay? 3 is my base, it's my factor. 3 is my exponent, it's how many of them, 1, 2, 3, I'm multiplying together, so 3 to the third. Okay, let's take a quick review of area versus volume. So area is, we use to measure a flat surface, like how much carpet I need to cover the floor of my classroom. We find area by multiplying the length times the width, or in this case, 3, let's say inches, times 3 inches, which is 3 squared, inches squared, and 3 squared is 9 inches squared. Hopefully you can barely see that down there. But area has 2 dimensions, length and width. Volume has 3 dimensions, length times width times height. Therefore, it is considered to be cubed. Here I have 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 times 4, or 4 cubed, which happens to be 64. If I put units in there, it would be 4 inches times 4 inches times 4 inches. There are 3 inches, so 64 inches cubed. We use this when talking about volume. Volume is always cubed, and area is always squared. Okay, so let's apply that to example number 2. So you have 2 to the 5th bones in your hand. What is the value of 2 to the 5th? Value tells you to solve or simplify. How much is it worth? So 2 to the 5th, because you always write the original problem, is the same as multiplying my base of 2 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. So you have 32 bones in your hand. It's a lot of little bones to make your hand right. Okay, so make sure you write the original problem, write it out, and then you can go ahead and solve it. All right, order of operations. Here's that key concept box from page 163 that I had you copy down. So let's take a quick review. You've all heard of PEMDAS, but for the most part, we haven't used this E, exponents, but now we're going to. So you're going to solve all operations within parentheses first. And if you have more than one operation, the PEMDAS rules still apply within the parentheses. So to solve this, I'm going to go back and forth here. The first thing I'm going to solve is 7 squared. Okay, it is in parentheses. I have 7 squared plus 18 divided by 2. This whole thing is in parentheses. Within that, the first thing I do is exponents. So 7 squared is the same as 7 times 7, which is 49. Then you're going to rewrite the rest of the problem that you have not worked with yet. Okay, so I did 7 squared, got 49, rewrote the entire problem. I go back inside my parentheses and I see I have addition and then I have division. Division comes first. So the next thing I'm going to do is divide 18 divided by 2, which is 9. So I've used this and then I rewrite the rest of my problem. Notice that I am writing it so that every piece of it lines up. Doing it that way is one way to help you not make mistakes and miss something. So now I go back, I still have parentheses left. The only thing left to do here is add. 49 plus 9 is 58. Rewrite the rest of it. You can either leave off the parentheses or continue to have the parentheses, but since there isn't anything else, the parentheses don't matter at this point. So now I have 3 times 58. Not sure what that is, so I'm going to go over to my scratch paper off to the side. 3 times 8 is 24. 15, 16, 17. So my answer, which comes out the bottom of my funnel, is 174. Okay? Neatness matters. Follow your order of operations. Follow your PEMDAS, even if it's within parentheses. Do everything in there first, following this order, and then do what's outside your parentheses. Okay? All right, that is it for examples. Go ahead and complete your CYU and your quick checks, and we'll go over this tomorrow.